in theory, there you go, guys. Horde base that you don't actually have to do anything with. I mean, probably a little bit of repairs down below every time, but compared to getting, you know, electronic parts, mechanical parts, and steel to fix blade traps or the electric traps, and getting hundreds of rounds of ammo, this is just a better system, in my opinion. Hello everyone, my name is Adredin, and we are back in 7 Days to Die 17.1, and I would consider this my ultimate horde base. Now, it's not a base that is actually really fantastic for everyone and everyone's needs, but we're going to talk about it, and it's not even, you know, fully upgraded or anything. I just decided to go with, you know, just build it partially for concept. Yeah, over there you can see the Toothy, and behind me will be some of the other bases that I've been going over. Yeah, so basically though, I'll just go from here. So if you find yourselves liking this video at any point, hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel and like what you see, hit the subscribe button. But we're going to just do a little bit of a fly around just to kind of talk about the features that you can see. Okay, so the main principle of this base though is to not fight the horde. The reason being is, I don't know, after like the end of the game, you know, when you're kind of level 300 and all you want to do is build a giant frickin' castle or some such thing, kind of just want the zombies to screw off, you know? You don't really want to fight them anymore. I mean, I don't. Like, I kind of got sick and tired of going and getting like nitrate and coal and all the other stuff for horde night after horde night after horde night. It just kind of became an inconvenience for me. And so I started to think about how the heck to make a base that I wouldn't actually have to do much, you know, fighting in anymore, and stop wasting my resources. So I did do that in Alpha 16, and the base was similar to this. This one could actually use a bit more work on it. It would need more of these side kind of supports, and I would probably just put them running sort of on the same direction these metal grates are working, so like some up in the direction of that there Toothy, and some kind of back behind over here, and that would just give added support. So what I've done here is, of these ones here, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 of these blocks. It's been a couple weeks actually since I built this base, but this allows it to support extra weight, and thus, you know, it's holding these. I think they're just wooden bars, to be honest, because I mean, really don't need much else. And we're gonna run this through a bit of a horde night here. I gotta jack my level up. Now you can see the ramp of the base for where I was doing my super leveling thing. I was gonna do that. I just don't actually have the time to actually do the leveling, so I'm not gonna. Now some other little features and stuff that you can see here is, yeah, there's a little pyramid here. It isn't 100% needed. But what I found is that, yeah, the zombies want to get to you the most. They want to get as close as they can to you because they just miss you. They just want to give you a hug. They just love you. So they are down there and they want to go up the little pyramid thing. And the flagstone that it's built out of is kind of crap. The cops and the radiated ferals, they just like to beat the crap out of it. So I would upgrade that. Of course, if you're like already building castles and whatnot, you're gonna have the material and a cement mixer to make the cement. Probably you can make the steel to upgrade it to steel. I would recommend that, obviously. Now, what I've also done here is, from the top of that pyramid, I believe there are 32, at least 32 blocks. The reason for 32 blocks is Cop's Pit only reaches the 32 high. Well, not 32 high, but 32 relative from them. You know what I mean, right? Right? You know what I mean. They can shoot a distance of 32 blocks. Now, at least that is in Alpha 17.1. So, when they spit, it actually kind of misses everything up here. Now, you do have to kind of worry about the spit hitting the sides of these, and that's why I would recommend extra pillars. Now, you can see that they're connected every 10 up. I've just done that to make it so that there is a little bit extra space for the, or a little bit of extra structural support. Yeah, that's basically what I'm getting at. Now, what I'd also do is probably add a little bit extra structural support by maybe adding a couple more pillars, and then building a little sort of a cage up top here so those vultures didn't get to us. But I mean, really, if you're only fighting vultures, it's not so bad. Anyway, let's go down lower here and take a look here. As we go down, we can see there's 2 holes on the side here, and those are for providing something that I was testing. A little bit jittery there. But basically they're just ladders. You could do ramps or more ladders. I would probably recommend even having more ladders coming up, because the more the merrier. The zombies like to smash them, and then things get bad. I put some hay bales down so that you can jump from the top all the way down, and it's kind of not a big deal. I also put one of these hatchevators up here because, I mean, really, that's a long way to go up. If you're climbing a ladder, that's, you know, I mean, really, if you're building a base at the end of your, to handle all these end hordes, that's what you want. Okay, now I've also done, and this is actually where I not learned, but I practiced first time, because I built this base actually before I built the sort of grinding one over there, the XP base, is I put these weird undulations in here in such a way that it stops a lot of the zombies. It changes the probability of them coming over here and coming to nom on our heads, to get rid of a bunch of these zombies that just spawned in around here. Yeah, they're still awake. They're just moving really slow. Anyhow, let's I'm gonna do it at a first person perspective here. I just paused all those guys, but I think I'm gonna have to take them out. Oh, there's another little base over there that I should show too. It's boat ladders. As you can see, there are some sunlight levels. That's for my rebuilding of the iVampire mod, so ignore that for now. Okay, so yeah, if you were here and you spawn a zombie directly in front of you, it will still run basically right through there. But for example, if you were to spawn one, I think over there, hopefully this will work for us, and we get our little gun. Oh, we have to turn back on the AI. Come on, Arlene. Thought I spawned in a feral. Get out here, Arlene. There she is. So she won't run directly at these pillars, she kind of runs around because of these weird little undulations and such. And of course she comes and joins us. But like I said, if you spawn one in right there, then she'll come more so down the middle, but she will kind of avoid running into these pillars because these ones back here funnel her towards the center, right? So when she was running, she didn't want to climb up here as much, which is, you know, prevents them from coming in directly at these pillars. She kind of gets funneled into this section here and comes down the center, which is ready for her to come down into. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically the gist of that. And so you can do stuff like that wherever you need to on your bases, and that will make it easier for you to, I don't know, make the zombies go where you want, right? Yeah. Now, I apologize, my computer's been weird lately. It's got some weird lag issues in recording, and I cannot understand why yet. I'll try to figure this out. Anyways, back to this video's main points. Well, I hope the rest of the video is a little bit less jittery. I've reduced my screen capture size, I believe, so we'll go from there. Okay, anyhow, so let's get this rolling. That is day 15 I'm gonna just crank up my level real quick. Okay guys, I also recommend building this out of say truss or something, something metal, so that you can actually support even more weight. One problem right here is that I won't necessarily be able to fix this right now. Let me just try, risk it. So all I want to do is pull out like 1 or 2 blocks, like that one, and just replace them with truss, because truss has a much better shear strength, and thus it is able to withhold a lot more of weight overall, right? Because it's I think it'll have about 14, 15 rather than flagstone, which has 12 in terms of space. But like the maximum distance you can ever go seems to be about 15 unsafely and 14 pretty safely. So, but you need the surfaces to actually be made out of something different so that it can hold that weight. Now the only reason I do this is just so that I can make it actually hold more of this weight. So yeah, I would recommend kind of doing not that, of course, because you can see this is probably 14 if I'm right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, right? 14, and you can add 15. Oops, crap. 15 will be there, but no matter what you do to like increase the structure here, it won't. There's just some weird hard-coded limit into the game where you can't actually get past 15. I want to mod that at some point, but at the moment I haven't been looking at that. And yeah, you just can't build past that. You build one more, no matter how much supported, and those 2 fall off, and it sucks. But hey, that's how it is. So you gotta just you know, do things the other way. But you can definitely carry a lot more weight. You know, you can have, you know, 14 overall out here, and it's gonna be much better for you. It's kind of hard to explain. What I'm trying to say is you can put a lot more weight out here as long as the total amounts, you know, fit on the surface here. Yeah. You just have to do a lot of little calculations. I would recommend, if you don't really understand structural integrity, watching some videos on structural integrity specifically, and yeah, kind of go from there. So at any rate, I'm just going to put a tiny little structure on the top here, and then we should be good. Okay guys, I've added a whole bunch more structural support here, so I mean it should be pretty good. I'd actually need to put one. I don't need to put one there, but I kind of would want to put some underneath there. That gives it even more, well, actually it only turns out that it can only hold out a little bit more, but yeah, anyways, it's all just a bunch of stuff that you need to think about and calculate. Yeah, but there should be plenty more structural integrity to build a tiny little roofed structure here. I'll probably watch this collapse in a moment. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, let's just run this through its little paces here. We're gonna try to do the little things. We're gonna just let it run like this, and in theory not much should happen. Them zombies shouldn't really be able to do much to us. Just gonna take these tiny little bits of debris out, and then we should be able to run it forward a huge amount here. Just skip to like day 365, I think. Day 364, actually, the Horde Night. I'm not quite sure. Set time 360, nope, 364. 10 0 0. Actually, we want 22 0 0. Let's see what that does. Sounds like a horde night to me. And check our game stage here now that we're like, yeah, 1500. Okay, yeah, so there you go. So let's just see what happens. Yep. Now this is what I like. Now the zombies might smash a little bit of this open, and that would be kind of actually good, because what I want them to do is just sort of hang out there all night, and for me you have to not do anything. Like I said, this is the ultimate horde base if you don't want to do anything, because frankly, like I just got sick and tired of doing stuff. Like fighting these zombies and gathering all the resources and repairing all the stuff over and over and over again. While I was building my castle, I just was like, you know what, this is just practically enough. Like, I don't really care. But I still wanted to do survival, right? Like, it's just that, you know, it's got to be a better way to do it. And this is one of the ways. Great big long supports that come out, make a bridge or a square kind of thing. Way up tall, but yeah, like I said, I kind of wanted to make it out of very simpler, very simple materials, so that, I don't know, you just see how simple it is to do. Of course, yeah, making it out of steel and iron is, you know, the ultimate way to do it, because then they would be the more ultimate way to do it. Because then, you know, less probability of anything hurting it. Now, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be vultures that like vomit on you and stuff, but I don't know where they are at. But in theory, if these were nice, strong, upgraded bars, they would be invulnerable to that too. If you want, you can use, let's see here, a nice marksman's rifle. Let's get something nice, shall we? Yeah, there we go. I'll put this here. I may even actually put my night vision goggles back on too, as they're not too bad. Let's get some mods happening, some nice scope action here. Yeah. And I don't know. Don't really need to be too quiet or anything. So I don't really want to be able to see too close from here. Whatever. Let's just do this. Modify. Oh, we can't use that one. That's a schematic, obviously. But yeah, this is sort of how I did it in GNA Horde mode originally, until things got changed in such a way that it wasn't really possible. Yeah, and you could use this as an XP base still, you know, you just have to shoot and shoot. This is hopefully... See, the problem with doing this though is, like, you do run out of ammo eventually, right? And you still have to, like, you would be going and getting ammo. Which, you know, I guess is maybe not that big of a deal, but if that's what you like doing. But if you're one of the more builder type and you're just sick and tired of it, right, we need an extended mag. Guys, really? That just like just gotta be happening. Put that back here, or maybe there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we gotta reload that again. 7 shots, that's a little bit better. But yeah, I can just shoot away. To make mods for the mods. I'm from like an extended mod. An extended magazine mod for the extended magazine. I don't know. If you're doing this, why not just have a giant one? You know what other thing we do? Well, it doesn't really matter, but... There. Got lots of points now in gun stuff. So if we can hit this dude's head, maybe it'll explode. I'm hoping that'll explode really quick here, but... Okay, anyways, let's do the other part of this that makes it even better. So So you can see we've got cops here and they're not doing anything. They're all just milling about the center here. It doesn't really matter, you know, they just do whatever. Under here though, we have ourselves a nice little hole trap base. Now this isn't going to work perfectly. But they're all going to fall down here now. And they're, you know, this will just keep on happening until they die. Like I was saying too, put in more ladders or ramps, whatever you want. I'd probably recommend ramps because I think that they would be a little more utility, especially for bears. Bears will just get stuck down here and you'll be screwed. But by putting in ramps, probably 3 wide, then you will be able to get them to come back up and it'll be glorious. But the other good things about this base is that if you're building it with this fall pit in the center from the get-go, you'll be able to get a lot of, you know, the material for building this as well, right? So yeah, so that's basically that. I could also recommend maybe putting in some of the ramp blocks. So let's see, I guess we want the inside corner. We could go with inside the corner steep, but I think we want a different one. Yeah, it would just be a matter of taking out a couple of these blocks here. Actually, I haven't filled in much of this stuff. It's sort of got very little stuff here to do it, but yeah, it was burnt. I don't know, you could also put a drawbridge on, I guess, but the problem with the drawbridge is it would probably stop them from coming at ya. So that one, that one, that one. This is the wrong block, isn't it? Oh well, we'll just remove them all then and just put the proper block in here. There we go. That one. That one. Oh, that one. This will just help them all fall off the edges here. That's why we're doing this. Much easier just to do this here. Put that guy there. Like that. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And then... oh, we need a special block for that. That's just a upper wedge. Which I apparently got rid of them all. This should work. Sure. Whatever. It's not beautiful, but that's fine. So we go back up to our little cage. Grab our sniper rifle. Reactivate their AI. That was really hard to see them from down there, but ultimately, yeah, they may even just hang out down here, but they're gonna keep coming and running and falling, and you know, they'll die. A lot more of them will die, and you should be okay. But yeah, they'll probably hang out a lot near the edges of those things, just because that's sort of you know, one thing. Oh, there you go. See, they come back up these ladders until the angry ones break them. Yeah. So, and of course, bears, you need to have like a ramp system to get them back up. So, there you go. Having this made out of steel, of course, is much better, because if the cops if you are shooting them for whatever reason, they blow up and it'll be a problem for you, because it'll, yeah, be destroyinated. Anyhow, guys, this is just, I just wanted to be going over this real quick, just the general concept of making my ultimate kind of horde base. So yeah, once again, maybe we can take a look at it from a different angle. So yeah, they'll just kind of keep doing that all night till your horde night's over. Oh, I'm too low, but in theory he won't actually like be able to hit us. I don't quite know where my character is because obviously I'm off screen. So, but yeah, in theory, there you go, guys. Horde base that you don't actually have to do anything with. I mean, probably a little bit of repairs down below every time, but compared to getting you know, electronic parts, mechanical parts, and steel to fix blade traps or the electric traps, and getting hundreds of rounds of ammo. This is just a better system, in my opinion, for endgame stuff. And it doesn't really matter if they break some of these down, because whatever. They're just a few blocks. I don't know why they're picking on that block. I guess they think it's a good block to break. But there you go. The cop just came back up. Doesn't spit at you. It's good. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you have any comments, concerns, thoughts, let me know down below. And if you are new to the channel and like what you see, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, we'll build some more bases and see how it all goes. Yeah. So I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.